We're gonna see in about 2 minutes if this is actually gonna work. I believe. I'm casting the video, but also we've got ourselves mic'd up in the video here as well. All right, actually, I refuse to record my rec league videos out of respect for my neighbors. I didn't want them to be blasted. I thought it was out of respect for my ego would be firmly intact. I'm a rec league champion. I was the MVP. I know what Nikola feels like out there playing with the kids. All right, says 4 o'clock. ESPN, where are we at? Oh, it says live. Okay, here we go. Come on. Hit me. I'm gonna refresh over here.
Are you going volume on one of these?
Yeah, I'm going volume on the TV. Oh baby, it's loading.
Hey,
It's
we're
loading.
live, ma'am.
The game's live, but we're not.
Given our technological.
We got Barnett and Sunderland. Okay, that's an upgrade.
That is an upgrade.
The last match.
I saw a bunch of videos being like, no,
well, yeah, the people who did it last time
we're awful.
didn't know what was happening at all.
It's a cool Long Beach hat.
Should we go horizontal? No. Cinema mode. Hit me. Now we can actually at least see it.
Does that say Dimes?
Yeah, we got a Dimes present. We got it presented by Dimes.
Presented by ourselves.
Presented by our own company.
Can we hear it so that we can hear?
Yes. Let me. Let's kill the music. Let's kill the music, guys. This is the first time
you know what?
streaming.
Setting this up when the game starts is actually a really.
John Hawks wants him to be more aggressive on 2 and on those.
We're live. All right.
A la Nikolov. Watch and see if he does that. He's actually the better setter of the two. This
Comment
is a
section.
premium feature
You
match
hear that.
at that
Hear that
position.
out there.
Long Beach stayed at 29-3, and over on the other side, John Hawks in his first year, just the third head coach for UCLA volleyball, following John Speraw, who he was an assistant for from 2015 to 2022, and of course the legendary Al Skates. And on the other side now in his 22nd year, Alan Knipe won the 1991 championship as a player and then went back-to-back in 2018 and 2019 for the Natty. 3 times the National Coach of the Year in the national semifinals for 7.
Yeah. But we decided to set this up right when
Stay out of a couple of miscommunications against this serve that cost them dearly during one of the 2 meetings earlier this year. He had 7 aces.
6'10" out of Sofia, Bulgaria, and just out of bounds. And that's an early, very early sigh of relief for the UCLA Bruins.
A lot of focus on getting that kid off of the service line. That is good early miss. Long Beach is going to issue a challenge right away.
Challenging a touch off the backcourt receiver. 3 challenges in men's collegiate volleyball throughout the course of the match. If you are correct, you keep all of those 3. Luca Kirchi back there receiving. 2 liberos deployed by John Hawks. Was it head coach at Loyola of Chicago for a couple of years before returning to UCLA.
A couple of keys here for both teams. I think UCLA must pass the ball well versus Nikolov. They're looking for a 2 pass. Just high and off, get in the way of it. Don't worry about it being perfect and avoid.
Oh, that kid was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're nice, but the Beach proved they don't need them to win versus the Bruins. They had 9 the first time they met in a 3-1 victory. When Long Beach won again in the following match 3-0, they actually only had 3.
Nikolov went for 5 aces against Pepperdine to go to his current total of 102. Back to the challenge system. You can challenge touch off a blocker or off a defender. Also ball in or out, foot fault on the service line, foot fault on the 3-meter line. And there was ruled a touch. So that is ace number 103. And speaking of 3, that means Alan Knipe and Long Beach State still have all 3 of their challenges.
So does that relief that you described immediately turn to anxiety?
Yes, immediately. It's gone. It's gone.
Okay,
Pull out the Tums. Here comes Nikolov once again. Older brother Alex also played but 1 season at UCLA. National Freshman of the Year, National Player of the Year. And immediately crushed to the floor that time by UCLA. Sean McQuiggan, 6'11" redshirt junior out of Redondo Beach.
An emergent season for McQuiggan, and I love that delivery from Rowan. Because of where it occurred, he's going to set that quick into those gaps and really try and put a lot of stress on a bunch blocking team in Long Beach State.
McQuiggan will go back to serve. Pretty average pass. Nikolov takes a look. That ball sprayed. And that's going to be a net violation called against the Bruins. So a break for Long Beach State. Kevin, these 2 teams played twice in early February. Both won by Long Beach State, 3-0 and 3-1. And the 3-0 was at Pauley Pavilion. What impact, if any?
Only for the service line, because they've seen the service. But there's so many changes for both teams in terms of lineup. I don't think it really impacts this match much.
Skylar Varga, the joust going there. Nice play by Varga in the backcourt, a member of the Canadian national team.
Early mistakes from both, and I'm not surprised. Of course, everyone pretty jacked up, coming off a good warm-up. We'll see who settles in here as we hit about 10 total points.
That is Alex Kondev, made his first start. Speaking of lineup changes, on April 4th, he had 19 kills and 30 swings.
Everyone, we're pausing the live stream so that we can catch up to the actual game.
look at that little baby.
Pepperdine.
Oh yeah, that was perfectly timed.
There is Rowan. Perfect first reception. Pretty good block deflection given the play. But
catch up to our TV. We got our TV playing it.
Nato Dickinson, 6'7" redshirt senior out of Corona Del Mar, really has been a story. Played very well in the Big West tournament, albeit in a losing effort, but he has really waited for his time, and his time is now.
13 kills all season last year.
Isaiah Pruitt on to serve. Yeah, there is some nerves because that wasn't very good contact. That was Kondev off the left side.
And that's a second key for Long Beach here. Keep an eye on how they play on these clean, easy plays. When they get a good transition, free ball passes, overpass kills, that kind of transition offense, are they clean? Are they lethal in putting the ball away?
6'7" freshman out of Happy Valley, Oregon is Pruitt. UCLA early reception quite good, and that sets up Cameron Thorne, 6'4" junior middle blocker out of Hollywood, Florida, a first-team All-American.
I want to see a ton of Thorne early. That would mean that UCLA's handling.
You want him to be a thorn in their side.
Absolutely, and that would also mean that the offense was diversified, not just going to the pins where they so heavily rely on players like Cooper Robinson.
This is Robinson out of Pacific Palisades, California, first-team All-American and the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Player of the Year. Kondev straight down. Beautifully set up that time by Nikolov.
Part of playing Long Beach is just tolerating these types of plays. It's still only worth one, even though it's going to be airing on highlight reels all across social media. You could make such a highlight tape from this group this year. It's outstanding.
5-3 and also best 3 out of 5 sets for the national championship. UCLA going for number 22. Long Beach State going for number 4. Play off the right side. High flying number 21, Zach Rama out of Phoenix.
A former basketball player who also played volleyball. John Hawk saying, I just saw a kid who could get up really high, had a nice whippy arm, thought he'd be terrific in the gym, and that's proven true. A competitor who rises to these kinds of moments.
Thorne, 2 kills per set, but hitting .534. The only reason he's not in the national ranks, doesn't have enough attempts. Beautiful delivery to Dickinson, and did he get a touch? The first referee, Sergio Gonzalez, is looking around, and good teamwork by the 2 officials. Joe Gustafson is the second referee, and they do call a touch as Kondev goes back to serve.
I've watched
Alan Knipe won a national championship as a player. He's already won a couple. And speaking of a couple, John Hawks has a couple of NCAA tournament wins now, once again in his first year as the Bruins head coach. Quick rhythm to the outside. This is a big story. Sean Kelly, 6'7" freshman out of Manhattan.